I can feel it. I can feel it. We give thanks. We give thanks for this very moment as we come together, striving to elevate our minds, to renew our minds, to raise our vibration towards our divinity. Taking a moment to remember God, remember what God is. Remember how God is indwelling in us so that we can merge with that. Rid ourselves of the carnal ego and merge with God, elevating our ego, our will, our desires, our perceptions, elevating all of it to a divine place. We give thanks for whatever message comes from this session today. We give thanks for whatever result that comes from that message. We give thanks in advance because we know, because our intentions are set in this moment for us to experience elevation and the merging. We already give thanks. We know it's done. Because the intention is set, we speak the word that is done. Ashe, ashe, ashe. I just wanted to share that about OU Ministries because many of you who tune in to the Sunday meditations, you may not know about OU Ministries, and that OU Ministries is a fully engaged, growing, budding, buzzing ministry. And it manifests as what we call groups, study groups. We now have actually 4 study groups. But Oyun is a Yoruba word for unborn. And in most holy texts, you hear a story about death and rebirth. You hear a story about crucifixion, or you hear a story about the end and then the beginning. Because that is life. Life is a continual process of transitions and changes. Not necessarily death, because energy doesn't end, but certainly throughout your life, who can bear witness, you experience these feelings of endings of a cycle, endings of a phase of you, and a new beginning. You are perpetually growing and then coming to a place of being unborn, ready for the next level, to be born into the next level. When you're at that place where you're almost there, it could get rough. It could get rough for you who are birthing you, you who are birthing yourself. And then once you birth yourself, once you go through that, once you submit, surrender, and allow yourself to lose yourself so that you can gain yourself again, once you do that, then it's a process in itself in protecting you. It's a whole process. It continues. And so then now you're protecting you. You're learning how to really function in this new space. Some of you all are in that space. You've already went through a shedding and a rebirth, but you're in a space where you gotta detox old ideas. You gotta detox the old thoughts and perceptions and mindsets and people and things and habits and all these type of things to protect you, this being, this beautiful being of so much potential that you can see in your visions. You can see it, you can feel it, you hear it. So you have to do that work. Then when you figure that out, guess what? Now it's time to really get to work. Because now it's time to sit back and let God guide you and be obedient and get through them times where you don't want to be obedient. You might be scared, you might be whatever, but it's a beautiful journey. So I want to say to you in this moment, the beauty is in the journey. The beauty is in the journey. Because in the journey, if you stay aware, if you stay present in the journey, you're able to meet your creator over and over and over again. You're able to experience God over and over and over again. Till eventually, prayerfully, you learn that, you know what? I can trust. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna surrender. I'm gonna realize that It's the Almighty that's doing its work through me. It's not me trying to work to do the work of the Almighty. It's the Almighty already doing its work through me, and I am the vessel. That was the word placed in my spirit today for our session, that we are vessels of God. We are the vessels of God itself. We are the temples of God. God resides in us. God is praised through us. God is manifested through us. And the more we care for it, the more we realize that, the more we truly accept that to be true, we're not confused on if we are taken care of, if we're going to get these blessings, and we're not confused about that. In the Bible, it talks about how the nation that God said you must oversee the temples, you don't worry about nothing. I just need you to oversee the temples. You will be taken care of. You will get fed. You will get all of that. I just need you to take care of the temples. When the people are taking care of these vessels, these ships, I always think of a ship when I think of a vessel. A yacht, as a matter of fact. Big, beautiful one at that. Just saying. The people who are caring for the yacht, they making sure it's nice, the mechanics of it is on point, the aesthetics of it is on point, it's clean, it's working, and all this stuff. They're not also trying to make sure, that not trying to figure out how to get the people from one destination to the other. They're not worried about that. They're just saying, I'm going to make sure that this yacht is prepared for when the captain comes on to take the ship where it needs to go, to take the people where it needs to go, and to come back. That's it. You are the vessel. Really think about what that means. You are the vessel, you are the temple. The works of God flow through you. So what does that mean? That means your work, all you need to make sure you do is you are in order and you are in harmony. Two things. You are in order and you are in harmony. That's your work. Make sure you are in order. What does that mean? Make sure you are being led by spirit, that you are obeying spirit, that you're listening, that you're paying attention, that you're able to get yourself in a space to hear spirit, which oftentimes we're not in that space. We're not even in that space. Because we're so focused on what they said, he said, she said, this said, that said, what you read on Google, which somebody told you 2 years ago, what happened with that person when they tried to do it, what everybody been saying about Black people, women, young people, old people, whatever it may be. Maybe I invite you to adopt the mantra, it doesn't apply to me. It doesn't apply to me. The only thing that applies to me is what spirit reveals to me that applies to me. That's it. That's all that applies to me. What spirit reveals that apply to me. That's all. I wanted to share something I read with you. I'm seeing if I wrote it down over on this, in this page. I had pulled my journal. Ashe. Okay, I got it. All right, freedom. Let me share something with you. As I was looking at Sabbath, the word Sabbath on a deeper sense, from a deeper sense, the word Sabbath. The metaphysical meaning of the word Sabbath. Sabbath is that state of spiritual attainment where man ceases from all personal effort and all belief in his works, and he rests in the consciousness that the Father abiding in me doeth his work. Sabbath on a metaphysical, from a metaphysical standpoint, means that state of spiritual attainment where man ceases all personal effort and all beliefs in his own works, the works of ego, and rests. Come unto me, all ye that who are heavy burdened, who burden and heavy laden, and I will give you what? Rest. The man who ceases from all personal efforts and all belief in his works and rest in the consciousness that the Father abiding in me doeth his works. Okay, that is Sabbath. Now, I thought I was looking at Sabbath because I was reading something that was talking about Sabbath, and I said, yeah, there is something that, that's you want to put rest or Sabbath in your life. And we've done it in the physical world where we have Sabbath day, or we'll establish these days where we are resting. But in the word, if you're looking at this version of the word, it is suggesting to you that becomes Sabbath becomes your state of consciousness. Sabbath becomes your state, not just a day that you practice. Sabbath becomes your state of consciousness. So because you're a temple, every day is Sabbath day for you. Every day is Sabbath day. You are a temple. You are the temple. So when people are coming to you, when situations are coming to you, when ideas are coming to you, it's coming to a temple that is practicing Sabbath. You catching my drift? We are the vessel. We are the temple. So when we are receiving these things, people are coming to us, they're sharing things with us, ideas are coming to us, these creative notions are coming to us, we're finding ourselves in situations, we're finding ourselves the master or the leader of things, or, God is pouring things into our lives. It's coming to the temple. It's coming into the temple. How are you holding your temple? Now, I mentioned order and harmony. The only job that we have is to stay in order and in harmony. What does order mean metaphysically? To readjust, the readjustment of thought to correspond with the truth of your divine being. To readjust, the readjustment, this is order, the readjustment of your thoughts to correspond with the truth of your divine being, the truth of being divine being, and the conformity to it in all thinking. The readjustment of thought to correspond with the truth of your being, your divine being, and the conformity to it in all thinking. I wrote in my journal, get your mind right. Get your mind right. That's being in order. Get yourself in order. Okay, get yourself together. Get your mind right. Order, divine order, is when you have separated your mind, readjusted your mind to remember who and what you are. Before you do anything, remember who and what you are. Harmony, alignment with God and its way, ultimately unfolding in its perfect will and way. Free of anxiety, free of resentment, free of selfishness. The selfishness we're talking about where you're going off of your will, your own will. You are not consulting spirit. You are not under the guidance of God. You just going off of what you think and all these kind of things, and you haven't consulted spirit. Free of lust and every other error thought, and what the Bible called antichrist. Any other one. So when I went and asked myself, y'all know I'm a teacher, so I said, okay, all right. Well, if we are not to, if in order for us to achieve harmony, so that we can be a worthy temple, we can get our temple together, we can get our vessel together to be worthy of the works of God to flow through us, then what should we? How should this temple be? How should this vessel be? Here are some words that I came up with. Modest, temperance, detached, unconcerned, calm, cheerful, content, composed, peaceful, joyous, optimistic, generous, gentle, merciful, kind, sober. These are some of the words that were opposite of that: anxious, resentful, selfish, lustful. And it goes on, it goes on. What happens is once we begin to vibrate on those frequencies, we move from a death consciousness to a life consciousness. So our struggle, instead of saying it's a struggle, we see it as a space of growth, an opportunity to grow. Instead of pain, we see it as weakness leaving the body. So we don't say we're in pain, we're saying we're healing. My body is getting well. Instead of fever, let's go into medical. Instead of fever, we're saying my immune system is working. It's working very well. Instead of delay, we say, oh, it's in progress. It's in progress. It's processing. Instead of tired, we're saying, oh, I'm getting a divine nudging that I need to rest and restore. Instead of I'm tired. I'm so tired. Oh, the spirit is telling me I need to restore. When you are a vessel and you realize that you are a temple of God, you truly understand that everything that flows through you is full of life. Everything that comes to you is in alignment with life, with growth, with opportunity. So you move away from being fearful and anxiety and knee-jerk reacting and being anxious and trying to control things. And oftentimes we try to control things because we are fearful of what may happen if we don't try to control it. If I don't try to control it, if I don't try to figure it out, if I don't try to come up with how to do it, the how, the what, the when, the where, if I don't figure that out, then there's this chance of failure. And so let me try to control it. But when you really truly understand that you are a divine being, you are a vessel, you are a temple of God, you know there is only life. There is no failure. There is no bad. There is none of that. Because even what some may perceive to be bad or failure is an opportunity for you to grow. Even when you come into situations that you feel, you realizing what you don't want, it's an opportunity to clarify what you do want. It's all about perception, the renewal of the mind. It's all about the renewal of the mind. And you want to renew your mind, get clear that you are a divine being. Knowing that you are a divine being, then you know that you are infinite. You know that you are full of potential, infinite potential. This is what you know. And this is what you hold on to. So let us strive to remember that in our walk, our work is to make sure our vessel is prepared for God to let its work come through us. Make sure our temple, and y'all been to some beautiful temples. I think I ask that almost every Sunday at this point. If you haven't, visit some temples so you can know who you are. These holy books never talked about temples for a physical place. How you gonna have a beautiful temple and toxic people running up and through it? It's talking about you, us. And when we get our temple together, of course, we can manifest a physical, beautiful temple that's a reflection of us. But in beautiful temples, it's clean. What are some people who've seen temples? Y'all tell me what you've seen. I'll tell you, I grew up in churches, which is a temple, but in my little church, honey, the ushers was proud of they don't play. You better not come in there with no gum. You better not come in there with no water. You better not come in there with, You're not coming in there with all of that. And as a matter of fact, you're going to walk up in there a certain type of way. And if I feel a way like you're not really respecting a temple like that, I'm going to put something on your head. And when you sit down, I'm going to cover you up. Now, I know a part of that is like, hold on, sis, you judging, da, da, da. We ain't talking about that. I'm just being respectful of the purity of that notion. We're in the house of the Almighty. So I'm going to honor that. So you figure out, how do you honor your temple? on a spiritual level, on an emotional level, and on a physical level. All three. How do you honor that? Somebody said shoes off, men and women entering different entrances. Shoe off. How do you take your shoes off in your temple? If you know the metaphysical meaning of taking your shoes off in your temple, meaning take off the sludge from the world. And remember, you are in the place of God, the Almighty. So don't sit with yourself and be stressed. Don't sit with yourself and be worried. Don't sit with yourself and be mad. And we do it all the time. That's what that saying says. The idle mind is the devil's playground. You idly sitting there and all you think about something 15 years ago. You think about what you should have said to that supervisor 3 years ago. You thinking about what happened to you in that relationship you ain't been in since 1990s. I mean, how? That's how I do. Don't do that. Let your temple be full of glorious thoughts, glorious contemplations, pure thoughts, pure contemplations, great gratitude. How about it, if nothing else, move your mind towards gratitude. Keep your temple full of the fragrance of gratitude, of the fragrance of appreciation, of the fragrance of optimism. Daydream. When last time you daydream? Just daydream. Just go for it. Sometimes we don't even want to daydream. But how I'm going to do it? Okay, relax. Can you just dream? Just imagine. Don't worry about how. Y'all don't like surprises? Who in here don't like surprises? Some people don't. Don't surprise me. And them be the ones I be wanting them to open your heart. I'm going to need you to be open. I don't like surprises. I need to know. Okay. Well, I tell you, if you really want to walk your divine journey, get used to surprises. I want to be surprised because surprise from the Almighty, you hear what I'm saying? The Almighty, you gonna surprise me with a gift? Let me get ready. Hold on. Somebody get the camera. Somebody help me capture this moment. Because when the Almighty stepped in, I don't know, I done been surprised. Oh, buddy. I done been surprised. And I said a prayer before 2022 came in that I would be wild. And it's almost every single day that I'm in awe at this point. Absolute awe at this point. Because I open myself up and I desire to be. I got to practice my being surprised because I got to get used to that feeling. Oh, come on now. You better come on. Surprise me. What Scovershin said, Florence Scovershin said, she said the unexpected now happens. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the unexpected now happens. And whatever I don't expect, you know? And that's deeper than what she's saying. The unexpected now happens. Stay unexpected. Don't expect nothing. The only thing you expect is expect to be blessed. Expect that. I know it's going to work out. I know it's going to work out. It's going to work out in the perfect time. And it's going to work out in perfect order. It's going to work out how it needs to work out. And it's going to happen with ease. It's going to happen with flow. It's going to happen with ease. It's going to happen with flow. Okay, so today in meditation, that's the word. Did we hear the word? Did we hear the word? What was the word? Somebody tell me the word. Did we hear the word? Did we hear the word? That's the teacher in me. Repeat it back to me. Somebody tell me the word. What's the word we walking with this week? What is the word? What are the words? What words did you take away from it? What are you walking away from this chat with? In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. Honor my, ooh, girl, that just sent tingles through my back. I ain't doing it. Ooh. Honor my Sabbath. Honor my Sabbath. Ooh. Sabbath is a state of mind. I am the temple. Please understand. Honor my temple. I am the vessel. Ashe. Ashe. Order and harmony with my highest self, period. Order and harmony is the work. That's it. I am in order always. Birth and order. Yes. I am harmony. period. Move from expectation to appreciation and stay in gratitude that it is done if you believe. That you put that if, only if. All I need you to do is believe. Let God work. Come on, relinquish control. Come on. There is no failure in God. How could it be? How could it be? How could it be? Trust and surrender. No need to worry. Just take care of my temple, please. View yourself as the temple. Just take care of the temple. Give God a place to move. I don't know if y'all know God like I do. I want God to have a beautiful temple. Beautiful temple. Beautiful. You don't see, I'm not trying to get fine for nobody outside of myself. I want to be as fine as I can be because that's what God made me to be. I'm going to give you the finest version, the most prosperous version, the glowest version, the most I desire to reflect the highest of God in all that I do, from my temple to my emotions, to my feelings, to my vibration, to my aura, to my thoughts, to my works, to my physical possessions. All of it I desire to reflect what's indwelling in me. And I know on the flip side, if I look out and it is a reflection of anything different, then I need to get it together. I need to get back in alignment with me. Yeah, that look different for everybody. But there's something about God that's very similar. So although our reflections of God may look a little different, the vibration of it is the same. The glow of it all. It's the amazing, it's the peace of it all. The friendliness of it all, the kindness of it all. Let us be in harmony. What are some of those words? Harmony, modest. Modest. Don't get too high of yourself. I tell people, put your head to the ground so you can remember. Because sometimes your ego can make you think it's you. It's this physical body. Be modest. And modest ain't got nothing to do with how you talk or how you dress. I mean, it can. It can physically manifest in that, but that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about the innermost parts of you, your thoughts and your feelings. Keep them modest because your ego can get away with you, from you. When you are in peace, you're being modest. Calm down. When we all, that's not being modest. Be modest. Be temporal. Keep your emotions together. Breathe when you're starting to feel like your emotions are getting away from you. Breathe and then remember God. Breathe and then remember. Detached. Detached. Observe, don't absorb. You can be in the world, you can be doing things, but still stay still in your building. Stay still in your movements. Detach. Don't care so much. You're doing too much. Just observe. Allow God. Watch for God. Watch for God. Be unconcerned. Be calm. Cheerful. Get happy. You can't find yourself smiling. Pay attention to your mouth, your face. Relax your face and smile sometime. Try to smile. Turn on some music if you have to. Call the person that make you laugh if you have to. Be content. Keep your composure. Stay poised. Be joyous. Look for joy. Look for peace. Be optimistic always. Always be optimistic. No matter who is pessimistic around you. And what you're going to find is you're going to have to stop talking to folks. Because they don't know. They don't know God like you do. They don't know God like you do for you. Let me say it like that. They may know God for them, but they don't know God like you know for you. Ashe? Be generous. Currency is giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. It's a flow. Stay in the flow. Be merciful. Be merciful. And listen, merciful is not letting people off the hook. Merciful is not letting you off the hook. Merciful is when you look at something that may be perceived as bad and you allow yourself to readjust your mind. That's mercy. That's mercy. That's the deeper meaning of, deeper essence of mercy. Is where you don't go, literally don't go so hard on life or on you or on situations, because oftentimes the first glimpse of it don't look like God, don't look like good, don't look positive, don't look, so be merciful so God can work. Situation don't work, we quick to let it go another direction. Dude, let me tell you, I have a testimony today. I drove out somewhere to go collect some water. I found out about a spring of going South Georgia. I got in the car, I was excited about going, everything. I got there and the place was closed. Now I could have started going, oh man, it said on Google, why they da-da-da-da, but my whole mindset is everything, nothing is by chance. So I whipped around, contemplated on trespassing, decided not to because I didn't want to get locked up because I needed to be at this meditation. And kept driving. I really did. You know, it's like I could just hop the gate. It ain't that tall, you know that. But I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's a big sign that says no trespassing, and you know, the shiny black car, you know, with shiny wheels, is not really inconspicuous. So let's just keep on moving. I kept on moving. Lo and behold, I run into a warm springs. I never knew about this warm springs. Okay, found out about that. That's something that I need to know for my my members' retreats, so we can indulge in some warm springs and all these different things. I'm like, goodness, I'm like, So I drove in that mug. I was like, oh, and then the sign said, you know, for workers only or something like that. So I was like, So I just kept driving. I was like, maybe, I'll just say sorry. So I went up to the guard gate. I'm looking in, trying to see if I can ask them questions. You know, is the little place open? Is it not? You know, can we still collect water from this place? And what's up with these warm springs? You know, nobody was at the gate, but it was a phone number right there. So I took down the phone number. I called the number on the thing. In my head going, nothing is by chance. Give thanks for God. Whoo, Lord have mercy. So in my head, I heard the voice, nothing is by chance. Nothing is. So all I kept doing, I'm going to stay on my job. I'm going to stay aware. I'm going to stay present. I'm going to stay having my mind elevated to a God level. You know, ego, what is you wasting your time? Oh, Lord. So, I'm not expecting nothing, but what I know is nothing is by chance. And I am a vessel of God, a temple of God. So every nudging, every idea that I've decided to go with in life, I trust to be a divine inspiration. And so I know that this is not by chance. So I'm going to treat it as such. I'm not going to let my ego say, oh, you're wasting your, oh, why are you doing that? Oh, what can he tell you? Oh, look. So he didn't answer the phone. The person who I called didn't answer the phone. So I got on the road. Said, should I go to the other one? I'm just going home. Let me just enjoy the ride back. I guess this was meant for me to do a country ride. So I'm just enjoying the country ride. I'm looking out the window. Then Alan calls me back. You know, hey, Alan, you know, the place that we can go collect water. What's going on? I saw your number at the warm springs, and you know, I just figured I'll call Alan and see what he knows. So he chuckles. Oh, well, you got Alan. Okay, Alan, tell me more. What's happening? Can we collect water? What happened? What happened? He's like, yeah, they've been closed since COVID hit, you know, and they, you know, I don't know what's going on, but I got the owner's phone number. Do you now, Alan? Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Alan. I don't mind sending it to you. I'll text it right on over as soon as I get off the phone. Thank you so much, Alan. You have a beautiful Sunday. I'm so glad I called you because I was thinking, Alan got to know something. And he chuckled again. And then we went on our way. I called the owner. Hey, I was up here having 3 5 gallons bottles, and I was just getting ready to have some wonderful water. And it's Cedar's closed. She sounded real sad. Well, yeah, we've been closed for quite a while now, and this and that. I said, oh, okay, all right. And she said, well, how many bottles do you have? I said, well, I brought all 3 of my 5 gallon bottles. She kind of laughed a little bit. Okay, well, I said, well, is it a way that can we collect? Can we? She said, no, we can't collect, and we don't have any bottles, because apparently they created a bottled water company. She said, yeah, we've been closed since COVID, and we're not bottling, we're not letting nobody get in there, we're not bottling. So I said, okay. She said, but you know what? I can take your name and number down just in case, we open back up. And I said, oh, please. And I said, I have a ministry that, we're all about wellness, and it just would be wonderful if we had a place where we can come and get live water and da da da. She said, okay, all right. And then I told her to tell me, what about this is wellness, you're saying? And I'm telling about it. Da, da, da. Okay, well, I'll put your number down. What's your name again? I gave him my name. Well, you have a good day. I said, well, you do too. You do the same. And I'm really going to pray that you get it back up and going. She said, yeah, I hope so. I said, okay, I do as well. So talk to you. Like, I don't know where that's going to go, but guess what? Listen, the way God work in my life. Woo! Okay. No worries. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and head home and get this meditation going. Okay. Paige, somebody, so you just going to reopen the springs. Cool. Woo, Lord have mercy. I'm on fire. Lord, literally, my body. Lord, Jesus. You are God's vessel and temple. Don't ever let your mind get in there. That's that thing about being detached, keeping your composure, being merciful. Mercy was applied. Mercy was applied in the moment. Okay, I got here. It wasn't what I expected. Mercy. Nothing is by chance. All is well. Nothing is by chance. This is how we stay in the flow. When we allow ourselves, I say modest. People may feel away. Oh, modest. I'm tired of being modest. I want to be free to be me. Okay, but the freedom you're trying to have is not necessary. That's really not freedom. It's really a projection of insecurity. It's when you're modest where you can be free. I'm gonna put you out the classroom, Tess. I'll be trying not to do my renditions all like, but it just be the energy, don't it? People reject the order. Oh, rules, right? Oh, I don't do it. I get it. I grew up misguided in religion as well and wanted to fight for my freedom. I get it. But we just didn't know. We didn't know what religion and spirituality really was. What it is us really understanding who we are so that we're able to actually live this life gloriously. Well, we're not transitioning early age. I know that tambourine that came yet, sis. I guess it's Mercury retrograde. I don't know what it is. I ain't even fret about it. In a minute, Amazon just gonna have to refund me, and I'm just have to go to the little music shop where I know where I can go and get me where I used to buy my flutes and my drums from. So give thanks. Ashe. I just wanted to share that testimony. It's fresh on my heart, fresh on my mind, but I witnessed myself. I was aware enough to see myself going through the entire journey to this morning. And it's just a beautiful feeling and sight and the witness of God working through me. I was able to see myself, step out of myself and see myself allowing God to just work through me. Do I have an expectation on how it's all going to work out? I don't. All I expect God. Because how many of y'all planted seeds years ago And you may feel like, man, I don't see nothing happening, man. Okay. Stop. Don't you dig up them seeds that you planted in faith. Oh, ye of little faith. Big up your faith. Grow it. Get into that temple and clean it up. Clean that temple up. Get that vessel ready. Because the only reason why God doesn't pour into you with its overflow is because your vessel might have cracks in it. Your vessel may not be ready. It may be, and it might be flowing in you, but it's leaving you. You missing opportunities. You missing all this stuff because you don't have the eyes to see, the ears to hear, because you're not focusing on your job. Let us get on our job. And let us remember that we are vessels and temples of the Almighty. And as long as we prepare those, they will be ready for the blessings. They will be ready for God to dwell in it. Because one thing about it, God ain't gonna dwell in no temple that ain't reflective of it. Period. And I ain't mad at it. We need to be more like God. Stop dwelling in temples and places that ain't worthy of that kind of light. That's real. That's real. I ain't talking about the physical temple, but them too. I'm talking about any place of state of mind, any place on the outside, any relationship, any conversation, any task, anything that's not worthy. And the only way you know what you're worthy of, you got to spend time with God, spend time with yourself. God dwells within you. So you got to sit yourself down and spend time with yourself. And you don't have to sit still and quiet, literally, but you can do it even in your movements throughout the day. Be with yourself. Don't be so outside of yourself throughout the day. Ashe, I'm done preaching, y'all. Ashe, it's time for some meditation. Let's get some meditation going. Vibe out. Let's vibe out on the temple. On the temple. Okay, let's vibe out on the temple. Give thanks. Wrapping our mind, wrapping our hearts around the temple. Around the temple. If you can, I'm going to say it before I get started with the meditation. Please stay to the benediction so that we can close out properly, seal it up, seal the vibrations up so that we can hold this energy as we move through this week. We can move through this week with this word. Ashe? All right. So y'all know what to do. Get into a place where you are comfortable, where you are able to spiritually take off your shoes, release the mind. Find a physical place where you can be comfortable, and then beginning with your breath, slowing the breath down, taking deep breaths in through the nose and slowly releasing it through the mouth. Begin to slow that breath down, taking those breaths. I'm going to turn my camera off. You don't need to see me, but you do need to hear me. But go ahead, begin to activate the breath. Relax. Try to release all tension from the body. Release all thought from the mind. Slowing the breath all the way down, relaxing into this moment. Let's just spend a minute or two just allowing ourselves to relax. Slowly with ease, breathing in through the nose, filling the body with breath. Breath is the essence of life. Breath releases tension. It cleanses the chakras. It activates the heart. It helps the blood to flow. Oxygen. Oxygenize the brain, your veins, your organs. Taking slow, intentional breaths in through the nose. And slow as you can, allowing it to release through your mouth. Relaxing the shoulders. Releasing your forehead. Allowing your jaw to drop. Ultimately releasing the ego. Its tendency to draw up and restrain and tense up and stress. Allow the ego to release. Even if you have to tell yourself, listen, relax. Relax in this moment. Speak to yourself. Tell yourself, tell your ego. We don't throw away the ego. We do not denounce the ego. We do not see it as something that's bad. It just needs to be trained and developed. It needs to be taken by the hand, taken by the heart. It needs to be spoken to. Speak to her. Speak to him. Tell him to relax. Tell her to relax. Tell her, release the thoughts. Let's be in the moment. I want to spend some time here in the temple. Now fully relax. Allow yourself to go within, into your heart, into your mind. Go into the temple. See it as this beautiful place of peace, of composure, of harmony. Notice as you relax how your temple is calm. It feels at ease. And there's a divine flow going on. That in the physical form we see as the body. The body in all its complexity. This body, this physical body, it can show us so much. It can show us how divinely intelligent we are. Our heart. Place your hand on your heart. Noticing how without controlling it, without making it do it, it can beat, it pumps. It pumps blood through your body to every part that needs it. And that blood is divinely ordered. As that blood flows, everything else in the body flows. The cells, everything else in the body functions, your organs, in a divinely intelligent way. This is the flow of God. This is the temple. What a beautiful way for God to show itself in physical form, the human body. It produces human life. It produces divine ideas, thoughts, contemplations, revelations that we call intelligence. It knows when you need to inhale and exhale, but it also gives you the choice and the opportunity to govern it, allowing you to take deep breaths and hold in it when needed, and releasing it to expand the body and give it space to heal and relax. It's as if it was known that the human need to be shown something miraculous, like the physical body, for us to understand that there's a force, there's a flow that's happening, that's divine. It doesn't need our egoic intellect. It doesn't even need our egoic strength or power. It doesn't need it to live. It produces energy, and that energy does not stop. However, if we flow with it and we use our human strength, our human intellect, and submit that, surrender all that we have, if we surrender and be divine co-creators, the miraculous nature of what already is doubles, triples, showing us miraculous things, giving us miraculous creative ideas, and then drawing to us everything that we need in order to make manifest all that God places in our hearts and our minds for the sole purpose of being a reflection of God, of allowing everyone to be able to see and feel and express and connect with God through you. As you relax and continue to breathe, be reminded that this temple of yours, this physical body, it comes with so many reminders, so many examples of the power of God. Be grateful for the body, the physical body. Be grateful. Love on it. Appreciate it. Know that it's in this physical body. God dwells in this body. God dwells in your heart, in your mind, in your soul. So as you care for the physical body, also care for the mind. Fill it with divine thoughts. Beautify the temple with peace in your heart. Beautify the temple with pure, holy thoughts. Constantly remember God. Even if the only way you can remember God, just remember how that heart pumps, beats, without any might or power of yours. Relax, allow. As you continue to breathe in through the nose, relax, slowing the breath all the way down. With every inhale and exhale, release all anxiety, resentment, anger, fear, doubt. Release them all. It's like dust and mud in the temple. It's like cracks in your vessel. Fill those cracks with the remembrance of God, with gratitude, gratefulness. Allow the breath to sweep out all of those imbalanced emotions and feelings and thoughts. Purify your heart. Renew the mind. Be reminded of your divinity. How close of example can we get than a physical body of our own to work through? Beautify the temple on all levels. See yourself truly great, full of greatness. Feel yourself light. Imagine yourself bright, attractive, vibrant, electric, magnetic. See the light that flows from you, from your heart. See the energy that fills your entire being. That's God. That's the Almighty. Allow it to shine. Charge it up. Allow it to be at its highest frequency. Do not allow sadness, anger, fear to dim your light. How powerful you are when you intentionally, consciously, and consistently tap into your inner peace. Exercise your divine mind and obey boldly. Be light. Be bright. Be a beautiful, beautiful temple. For the Almighty is worthy. You are worthy. As we get ready to close, take one deep breath in, hold that breath as long as you can, relaxing into it. And when you're ready, allow the body to release it and relax into your peace. We give thanks for this divinely channeled meditation for today. Meditation on the true temple of the Almighty. We count it a blessing to be worthy, to be the host of God. We speak that we'll keep our temples beautiful. We'll keep our vessels ready to receive. And we give thanks wholeheartedly, mindfully and mindlessly. We give thanks. Ashe, 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 oh, amen. Amen, 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 Amen. Taking your time, come back to the present moment, maybe by wiggling your fingers and toes. And give yourself a little stretch. When you're ready, tune back into the moment as we get ready to close. Oof. I saw you out there. Welcome, sister. Ashe. Give thanks. Oh boy, these meditations. I'm telling you. I can't wait to tune back in, you know? Mm-hmm. 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 Who is able to imagine themselves as the temple? Ooh. If you haven't visited temples, I don't know if they're open now. I think they are. Visit some temples for the sake of just having a visual. Go on a virtual tour of them. Look them up on YouTube. Look up beautiful vessels, ships. I look at ships, but vessel is a vessel. Look at vases, big, beautiful water vases. You know, African in the many of the African cultures, their clay pots are so beautiful. Maybe purchase you a beautiful vessel, a clay pot, a beautiful clay pot, purchase you one. And, maybe put your prayers in that vessel, put your divine ideas in that vessel. Ooh, divinely inspired activity. I'm going to go look for a vessel today. Okay, but maybe, just so we can be clear, make it beautiful, so we can remember, because sometimes we can get confused now. We can forget. Okay, here's the word before I hold us. I don't want to hold us past 2:30. Here's the word. Is it beautiful? Yes, those clay pots. I have this place that's by me. I don't know if it's open because every time I ride by, it don't look like it. But on the outside, it's like this. It's like this, maybe antique place or something like that. It has these big, tall, beautiful clay pots that are carved in, and look like people molded it. It's like beautiful. That just inspired me to go and see if they're open and get me one. But if not, I'm going where Misha just said, thrift store. I'm gonna go out into the specific areas where those nationalities are that have those beautiful vessels and everything. But or let me not even plan, because I'm just going to put into my spirit that I desire to attract a beautiful vessel, whether that's me purchasing it, someone making it for me, someone gifting it to me, however it comes to me. So you got to slow yourself down sometimes. I be, ooh, let's go. I'm guilty. Got to first give God a chance to wow you. Give God a chance to wow you. I have to tell myself that. Give God a chance to wow you. Because you be ready, sis. God give you an idea. Okay, let's go. All right, here's the word from our Baba Muji. I love Muji's work and words. Here's the word. What you are seeing is the dance of transience. Everything comes and goes, but there is something that does not come and go. It is pure, unchanging awareness. And it is what every living being is. You are not your self-image. Sometimes the mind comes and say, awareness also comes and goes. But what would witness awareness coming and going? Another awareness? There are not two awarenesses. The sense awareness comes and goes is itself a thought arising in the single and unchangeable awareness you are already. Be clear about this, and the whole forest of noise vanishes. Ashe. What you are seeing with your physical eyes is the dance of transience. Everything comes and goes, but there is something that does not come and go. It is pure, unchanging awareness. And it is what every living being is. You are not your self-image. Sometimes the mind comes and say awareness also comes and goes. But what would witness awareness coming and going? Another awareness? There are not two awarenesses. The sense awareness come and goes is itself a thought arising in the single and unchanging awareness you are already. Be clear about this, and the whole forest of noise vanishes. Ashe. Ashe, we give thanks for that. Ashe, for those who maybe want to know, this is White Fire, spiritual insights and teachings of the Master Muji. Ashe. Let it all comes and goes, but try not to judge what comes and go. The awareness of it, it stays with you. You are awareness. Stay in awareness. You are awareness. Anything outside of awareness, it's just coming and going. It's just thoughts. It's just feelings. It's just perceptions. It's just experiences. Experiences come and go. Stay in the awareness. Just stay in the awareness. That unchangeable vibration. That unchanging life force energy. Stay there. Don't allow emotions and feelings to sway you over here, over there. Stay there. Knowing who and what you are. Knowing God. It helps. Like the testimony I shared today. I could have leaned over to disappointment, but what a beautiful place to be in. A place of detachment, a place of no expectations, just a knowing that all things are divinely ordered, and a knowing that God is miraculous and works in beautiful ways. With that knowing, I can just be excited. As the day goes, as the time goes, what you so excited about? I'm just excited about God. I'm excited that I am a divine being. I'm excited that I am a spiritual being. Give thanks. Ashe, ashe. I pray this word was something enlightening for your heart, for your mind. I pray that you walk with this word. If this word was something that was edifying to you, that fed you, that you feasted on today, and you feel like someone else need to hear it, and maybe they would benefit from hearing it, please do share it. Share it once you get the replay, and also share the link for them to register for the recurring link so that they can be here live in effect, and they can join us as we raise our consciousness on Sundays at 1:00 p.m. Okay, give thanks for tuning in, y'all. Really give thanks for tuning in. If you desire to learn more about OU Ministries, of course, you can go over to the website ouministries.com. You can learn more about the memberships, the study groups, what's offered, everything that OU Ministries is. We give thanks. We really do give thanks. It is growing. The ministry is growing. The family, the community is growing, and the light is growing. That's what's so amazing. The light is growing. Ooh, It's impacting individuals. It's impacting families. It's impacting brothers and sisters and elders and youth. And it's so amazing to see God, to see people's heart lighten. It's so amazing to see people renew their minds, people's perceptions change, people in their 60s, people I have in their 70s now, the babies have a mind that looks like they believe in life. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that? Anything we feel like we need a solution to, the growing of God's light in us is the ultimate solution to it all. Because once we all are able to really be who we're supposed to be in this oneness of it all, oh, how great our experiences can be. So I give thanks. I really do give thanks for you all tuning in on Sundays, and you all tuning in to the ministry as well. I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. Ashe, I'm really grateful. Peace and love, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.